And we were beaten, I think, in a final then, I think 2. Right. And then, of course, the minor thing came then. Right. Me, yourself and Aidan, we played for the Slasher minors too.
Right.
And Drumlane beat us in the first round. We were all young, like we were only going straight from the schoolboys into that. Cavan, or Claude Smith, Tom, brother Noel Thorson, they played for Drumlane. Right. So then, again, we turned on then, we had our own minor thing then. So we won the championship. And we got another final, as you know, and we lost it. But we were sure we'd win. Yes. And we were a year older and we thought we would get it handy next time. We didn't. So then on ahead then to the
junior,
when you were there yourself. So that was it. That was a bit all everyone but
well, they were great professionals years ago.
Oh, the first matches, they were great. They were mighty games.
They were championship games.
Oh, they were. They were all like
championship
games. That's right. The first games then, they changed then, they used to give us special medals.
Right.
And they changed that then over, they used to make it the first round of the championship.
Right, that's good.
At that time.
It filled the turbot.
Oh, it did, there's no doubt. Filled the turbot, that's right. It was a great thing. There was great football around the bridge that day. And everyone went, mighty, great crowds at the matches now. That's right. That time. Great crowds. But we did. Of course we did. Hello, Mrs. We did, of course. Yeah, we grew up together. Here, this playground, this was the spot that time. That was it.
And his first mass and everything.
Oh, God, I do. Sure. They have the card and all the time.
At home, yes. And do you remember coming back here and wasn't there? What was there? There was something in the hall there, wasn't
there? Yes, there was a presentation in the hall. Somebody suggested one day when they were talking about a presentation that they'd have it in a hotel.
Yes.
So I said, well, look, and I said, when he was ordained, I said the hall was good enough. I said, and
that's right.
He'd be with his own in the hall.
That's right. Yes. There was a sit-down meal in the hall, wasn't it?
No, it was the sit-down meal was for Father Flynn.
Was
I remember that, the sit-down meal for Father Flynn. Yes, definitely.
And
yeah, that was for Father Flynn. I remember that well, all right, because we were all helping at that, and we were younger then.
I remember photographing the Celtic of that. Do you remember that? Vincent
right.
Barkley and Jerry Carr, God rest them.
A lot of them, God rest them, gone since that, yes, there is indeed.
But, well, were the ladies involved locally at that time?
They were, yes, Kathleen Duffy and Mrs. Brown and me, and you know, not the younger generation, but now, like, all young ladies now, like, you know, they're younger. We were young then, these things that were quite ordained too, wasn't it?
It must be half a dozen years. Okay, Ms. Cusick, God take care of you. Thank you.
Miles or taking days and taking
He's on the video and he doesn't know it. Go on, smile. Come on now.
It was not Martin Butlersbridge. I was there with a camera.
Good.
And I took him up the vestry door, out now the back door.
After his mass?
After his mass. And there was Brother Clement, to our Brother Anthony, which is no longer, and chap the name of Brady from Ballyhales.
Father Tony Brady.
Brady?
That's right.
No, wait
Austin's brother.
Yeah, that's right. He was related to Austin's, all right. Now, there was a couple of others there that day too.
Yeah.
And Martin Fitzpatrick.
Served the mass.
And Jim Downs, Lord of Mercy, and Jimmy Downs. And Martin Fitzpatrick is my nephew, and my nephew is my Father Aidan Foynes.
Oh, yeah. But you took the photograph? That was the only photograph.
And I'll tell you something about that photograph. If there was one print made, there must have been 100 prints made, because Michael Conley was the chemist then from Cavan. And I had it, everybody wanted a snap. And we got them in the postcard size.
Did you? Good. Have you still got some of them?
Should be plenty around the country. I have them if I could put my hands.
If you could get your hand. But you took the only shot of them that day.
Yeah.
The cameras weren't.
That morning, there wasn't that much.
Plentiful at that time.
And I'll tell you something else.
Yes.
They made me get into the photograph with the whole of them. I'm in one secret.
And who took it?
I don't know who took it. I can't remember who took it. But they made me get in to take it. And I was expecting my last baby that was.
Carol.
A big Carol.
So Carol's 25, is she?
Carol is 25.
Take a nice picture for American viewers of Carol.
She be in December.
And tell us, what happened after the first mass?
Well, you know, the way you have to go around and bless and you had to bless everybody in the chapel.
Right.
Everybody was going up to the blessing.
Right.
And as I say, well, I have my mind on the camera.
On the camera.
And to take it.
But there's a presentation then from that night.
I forgot I was here.
Look at that, you weren't. That's right. Tell us, what do you remember of that night?
So we had a great author. Lord Julia, Mrs. McPhillips too. She was around at the time too. And we had the table at McPhillips and we started for the priests.
Right, where was it?
Just in the hall.
Can we just interrupt you now, Mrs. Duffy?
Yeah.
Seamus, would you go to the top table?
And all this over here, and the cake, whoever made the cake, it's beautiful. Thanks again to the servers and everybody. Thank you all very much, and God bless.
For the mass, everybody came up to the hall.
Up to the hall.
Up to the hall.
Yeah.
And what was there?
Well, there was a lovely meal. There was it was all laid on, ham and whatever. Yeah, in the hall. And
Like tonight, all the ladies got involved.
Yeah. Everybody helped out. Packed. Everybody helped out. Lord of mercy, your poor mother was there too.
Yeah.
Veronica, God love her. And poor Eric Hickey and all these ones was gone. We're the old ones now, but we were the young ones.
And then there was a presentation done that night.
Presentation, what's this he got?
Vincy Barkley.
Poor Vincy,
Jerry
Lord,
Farr.
that's right.
And Paddy McGowan, of course, still.
Yeah, Paddy still for the Lord.
That's right, it's large as life, yes.
Large as life.
We'll have a word with Paddy later on, so well.
And will be.
And will be for many
Be
years.
larger when he gets married.
But,
When he gets married.
we'll have the same night again when he gets married, is that what you're saying?
Oh, God,
When Paddy gets married.
when Paddy gets married, we'll rip it up.
We'll rip it up
We'll rip
again.
It up. I'll say no more.
You say no more.
No.
Okay, thanks, Mrs.
Right.
Duffy.
Okay,
God bless you.
Raymond, thanks.
We will be here with Father. This is the second phase of Father's Jubilee. And if anything, it outdoes the first phase. Congratulations to you all.
Did you enjoy the evening?
I loved it. I loved it. I just wish it could go on without end.
It was worth coming.
Oh, all the way, all the way.
Did you like the Mass and the choir?
Mass was beautiful, and the choir, we're threatening to steal them and take them to Our Lady Queen of Peace in Florida. They're that good.
Package them up, you say.
Right.
Hand them over.
Take them over. No, it was a delightful Mass. Beautiful liturgy. Just gorgeous. Very impressive.
And when you had a much bigger fete out, just tell us about your fete you had for Father Foynes there.
Well, we painted him into a corner. He knew nothing of the plans. We had the Mass concelebrated with our bishop, Bishop Larkin, and we then fed 1,500 people. We had a tent erected behind our parish center. And the great hall of the parish center was for the reception.
Good.
And the folks ate at a tent outside the parish center. And it was a brilliant, gay affair. Beautiful. Father must have kissed at least 1,500 ladies.
You know, he didn't kiss anybody here tonight. We don't kiss in Ireland at all. So we
See
don't.
that?
See
Really?
That, yeah. What's
Well,
wrong with us?
I
What's
don't
wrong
know.
with us?
You'll have to ask Father that.
He does
See, he's two-faced then. He doesn't do it here, but he did it certainly there, and I'm telling tales out of school.
Okay, Jack, thank you.
Thank
we
you,
hope
mate.
the sun shines for the rest of your time in Ireland.
Well, you'll
Yes.
wet or dry, we love it.
We love it. Good to see you, Jack. Thank you. Father Patrick.
I'm telling you.
Do you know you're the 6th priest out of the Butlersbridge, Father Patrick?
Is that right?
Yes, I think there was a Father Brady who was reared in where Tommy Smith's is. And then he was ordained in 1864, I think. And then there was a Father Gilhooly from Dramani. You're
the second from Dramani,
You're the second from Dramani, yes. If you look up Breffni, the historical magazine, I got it there, but 1970-something edition of it is there.
Yeah.
And then there was Father Brady, and then he came first, I think, and then Father Gilhooly, Father Paggio, your uncle, and then Father Masterson, Father Foynes, and then yourself.
I'm the last.
I think you're the 6th. Yeah, I hope not the last. I hope not.
In the present line, anyway.
But you have one distinguishing feature of the 6 priests who were ordained from Butlersbridge. You're the only man who stayed in the diocese. The other men, Father Brady went to Australia, Perth. Father Gilhooly went to New York.
Yeah.
And Father Masterson and Father Paggio went abroad as well, as did Father Aidan. So you're the homegrown man that stayed at home. That stayed at home.
I'm green enough for both anyway.
When will your Silver Jubilee be, Father Paggio?
Let's see now. I'm 11 years ordained now.
Yes. So 14 more years.
14 more years. What would that be?
That would be around, this is 86. The year 2000.
Year 2000.
This year 2000. Begin the
second millennium.
That's right. Okay, Father Paggio. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How smell is it?
A little piece of that.
Empty plates.
That's good. Empty plates, Trevor. Full stomach and empty plates.
That's good. It's a great night, isn't it? Oh, that's good. Everything worked out well. And the weather was good. And
everything.
It's a great crowd. Pardon?
He asked me who he is beside me.
One memory I have of Father Aidan.
Pardon?
And Corbin.
Red.
What's his name?
Father Brown.
And Corbin. Memory, Father Paggio, yes.
Was seeing him across the river in front of our house, saving hay. He used to come to the meadow straight when they owned the field straight in front of our house. He spent the whole day there on his own. I don't know whether he was meditating, but he was doing a hell of a lot of work.
On the far side of the river.
He used to stay just straight across from our house.
He taught you how to make hay.
Taught us how to make hay on his own.
On his own.
Without aid of tractor or anything else, only a pitchfork.
That's right.
And the next one was we used to have a boat.
Right.
And yourself and himself, many's a day, came up and borrowed our boat to go up to Derrygid Lough and
stole
fish.
it. We stole it. We didn't borrow. We never consulted you at all.
Sometimes we knew.
That's right.
Sometimes we knew, and other times we didn't.
That's right. There must have been an orchard on the way up there somewhere.
McCourt's.
Yes,
that's
right.
That was the one.
That's right.
And still is there, and still there's boys coming up and raiding the apples out of it yet.
That's right. Well, the hay's gone.
Even
the
though
orchard's still there.
Yeah, Martin Fitch owns that field now. In fact, yeah.
This is Father Finnegan's father from Cavan. And this is Ken, brother.
5 mile town. 5 mile town. Tyrone. Down in God's own country. Cavan's playing Tyrone this Sunday in Irelandstown. We're going to bet them too. We bet Tyrone this Sunday.
Cavan will.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Okay. Joe, tell us about when you met Father Aidan first.
Well, I knew him well when he was a student.
Did you know him as a student?
As a student, I knew him. Yeah.
That's right.
And I was in Sullivan's, and his father was an overseer.
Sorry, that's true. You're okay, Joe.
He was an overseer on the council.
That's right.
So they used to come into Sullivan's a whole lot.
Right, yes. So you met him with his father then?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Right,
yeah. But he was only a student then.
That's right.
But after
he and Jared then, he and Jared a lot?
Oh, a whole lot. Yeah. Oh, every year when he comes home,
That's right.
He makes a portal call for him anyway. It's a long acquaintance, no doubt about it.
That's right.
And I'm delighted now that I was able to come out and enjoy a few.
That's right. Well, you were here with Father Aidan, and Father Jerry was out with Aidan in Port Ritchie and gave the homily at the Jubilee Mass out with Father Foynes.
Yeah, that's
with
right.
Aidan. Yes,
yeah.
he did. So
I didn't know.
You didn't know that Jerry was doing that job?
No, I didn't know anything about it, but I was talking to him Sunday.
You were talking to Jerry Sunday?
But he didn't mention
never mentioned it.
Oh, no.
Lord, there are hundreds of photographs of Jerry down there at that.
Well, I must get it.
We'll get a few, sure.
Yeah.
Jerry's due home when? Home for the golf, I suppose.
Yeah, about 4th of July.
4th of July, he'll do
yeah.
it. That's right.
Oh, he's looking forward to it.
He is, of course, yeah. Okay, Joe. God take care of you.
Thank you very much.
That's right. We'll see you later.
And not yet. Not till I get me rod and me reel and way out the pitch.
right.
You see, I retired Friday.
You did not?
Oh, I
How
did.
about that? And Aidan's taking a go for another 25 and you're lying back for the next 25.
No, well, I keep going at something anyway. Do me best, you know.
Tell us about Aidan here. How do you remember Aidan?
Sure. I remember him. I remember your father, Lord have mercy on the man.
Yes.
One time we were gathering minnow for fishing.
That's right. I remember that.
Didn't he cut his foot in the river?
Aidan did.
Ah.
Yeah.
And I said, that's me, says I. What are we going to do with this man's foot?
Yes.
So we brought him up and we had to tie a yoke around his leg here.
Stop him from bleeding.
Stop him from bleeding.
Yes.
Got it cured anyway. Got his leg tightened up and it quit bleeding. That's right. I retired from my job on Friday.
Did you? Good.
Yeah.
But you were a bit older than Aidan
I
at
was.
the time.
I was, but I used to...
Did you play football with him? You did?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to keep a fatherly eye over the boys. Colin
yeah.
Smith and... See, I was working
Cavan.
Cavan. I was working with Cavan and them in the pub here at the time.
That's right.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And you played, and Ken and Sean would have played too.
My father and five were played together. Ken was too young to play.
That's right. And your father pointed a free, wasn't it? Do you remember that?
Aye, against Larry, the row with Larry.
That's right, the row with Larry. Tell us about that row. It's not a great picture to send to America of
I know it's not,
Butlersbridge.
but I'll tell you a good one that did happen.
Yes.
They were fighting when the Angelus bell rang.
Yes.
And they stood up and said the Angelus and into it again when they drove.
That's right.
Oh, they did.
They put the prayers first and fight the second.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it, yeah.
And poor John Foynes went in for the gun.
To what?
Oh, he brought it out to frighten them.
Did he?
Thought it was a danger with the Larry crowd. They were wild.
Wild?
Oh, wild. No doubt about it.
Okay, Tommy, good to see you. We hope you enjoy your retirement.
That's right.
Okay,
Do me best anyway, Raymond.
Okay,
Thanks very much.
Oh, I'm from Cornafin.
You're Cornafin, Tommy. And how do you remember the Bridge footballers?
No, I knew Smith,
No.
What was your name then?
Dunn. Raymond Dunn is my name.
Oh, we got to hear the 1,000 times.
Did you? Aye.
You were a good footballer then, and what happened there?
Tell us about yourself, Tommy, and these Bridge boys. For the hard boys to referee and control.
I remember refereeing a match with them on Cornafin. There was no ref.
No ref?
There was no ref. And I think that one of the Smiths got a ball one time. You see, because I don't know, it was a Tom Smith, I think.
That was Kevin. It was probably that buck there, so it was.
No, he wasn't Kevin.
Here's Tommy Brady, was a referee in the Bridge in Cornafin years ago.
Where was the game played?
He says a buck called Smith got the ball, and that suits your...
I'll tell you what happened. He was a Tom Smith. He had a pub here in the town.
Tommy, yeah.
Tommy Smith, I think.
Tommy, yeah.
Tommy,
Where was
Tommy.
the game played?
It was in Cornafin.
Yeah.
There was about 5 or 6 minutes to go.
Yes.
And we got us, didn't they blow the long whistle?
Yes.
And left it a draw.
I see.
And says, oh God, yes. Says some of them to me, he says, you blew that short.
Yeah.
Says, they live to fight another day.
That's right. Let them out.
As they came back up in the bed Cornafin and by the score.
Is that right? Yeah, probably Tommy Thompson.
It must have been Tommy,
I remember.
We met Cornafin 4-12 to a point in the club.
That's right. That's
That
right.
was one of your last.
I got put off one day playing against Cornafin.
Did you?
Hodge Fay gave me a kick in the arse and I hit him a kick and we got thrown off.
Mel,
I'll never
this one, come here. Tribute to the schooling he got, the learning he got, and he would have got it from your father.
That's right,
And were you and Aidan at school together, Mel?
Well, no, Aidan would have been junior to me.
Junior to you?
Yeah.
You're not that old.
In fact, I think I brought Aidan to college.
Did you?
I did, yeah. I
To
did.
St. Patrick's College?
St. Pat's, yeah.
And were you doing the leaving then and he would have been...
No, I would have been, say, doing the inter
when he would have started.
When he was starting, yeah. And I remember schooling him at times.
Yeah, school.
But not that I had to do it.
Not you had to do it, yeah.
But I gave him, assistance at some things.
You got the cogs written before
Exactly,
first class in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he was a good pupil,
A good student.
Absolutely.
In the British tradition, of course.
Quite so.
He imitated the elders.
Quite so.
And you all did well.
Yeah. Yeah. Was he your year?
No, he wasn't. He left about 55 or 6, did he not? I didn't went about 58.
I left in 52.
That's the 3-year gap now.
That's the 3-year gap,
that's
you
right.
see.
That's right.
Yeah. So, indeed, I remember his poor mother, Lord of Mercy, and we used to have some chats.
It was an open house, wasn't it?
It was an open house. And we played cards there.
Played cards.
Pontoon with Joe Brady.
After Mass on a Sunday.
Pat O'Reilly, Lord of Mercy. And it was the general collection house.
That's right.
It
was the meeting point in the bridge, really, wasn't it?
It was, absolutely. So I'd like to congratulate Aidan on achieving his 25th, and I hope that we live to see him celebrating this golden jubilee in another 25 years hence.
Okay, Mel, thank you.
Raymond, thank you.
Thanks. Florida too, in St. Petersburg Diocese. Have you, Maura?
That's right, yes.
Whereabouts is he?
He's in Clearwater Beach.
Clearwater. Was Aidan in that place sometime?
He was in it, I think, when he went out first.
Is that right, yeah. And your brother is pastor there now?
Yes, right, yes.
And his first name is?
Father Eddie Mulligan.
Father Eddie Mulligan, yes. Well, I'm sure the American viewers will recognise Eddie and you, right?
Well, I hope so.
Thank you, Maura. Right? Thank you.
That's correct, yes.
You met the bridge people at Father Aidan's ordination.
I did indeed.
Is that right?
I did
Down in
indeed.
Kilkenny.
Down
Tell us what you remember of that.
Oh, 25 years ago.
That's right.
It was a fantastic day.
Good. Good weather.
Excellent weather.
That's right.
Excellent weather.
That's good.
I was down 2 weeks ago at Father Aidan's Jubilee in Newport Richie.
Well, you're there in Newport Richie.
I got it was.
That's great. That's very good.
But I must say the meal here was as good as any
good.
day.
Yeah. We were talking to some of the. You met Jack and his friends there.
I did, yes. I did, yes.
Hello, Mick. How are you doing?
There, Raymond.
Good to see you, Mick.
Thanks very
How are you
much.
doing?
Oh, I'm bad.
Come here, you gone.
What's all this about?
Tell us, were you down at his ordination?
Yes, I was. I was down myself and the missus were down there.
Did you? And did you go the night before or what?
The night before. No, we went that morning.
Did you go that morning?
And Granny came with us. That's
right.
Miss Sissy's mother.
And you were living in the bridge at the time, Jimmy?
Yes.
Down in Martin's place or up here at the top?
No, in Martin's.
Down in Martin's place.
That's 25 years ago.
25 years. And you went down. It is rolling. It is.
Yeah.
And. You went down. I went back the one day.
We came back that night. Yeah. We came back that night.
That was a long trip.
Lovely. It was a long trip, but sure we enjoyed it. It was a lovely day's out.
That's good.
It was very, very nice.
Jimmy, you weren't around at that time.
No, we weren't.
I was.
Well, you're not 25. You look much younger, what?
A little bit alone, too.
A little bit alone. What do you remember of it all?
Very little, Ray. Very little. I remember just going down and basically.
You were down there?
I was down there.
I remember when we were going up to Holy Communion, they say it, as a first mass, and he said he'd have to get some of that too.
Is that right?
Aye.
He wouldn't give it to me.
He wouldn't give it to you. Aidan wouldn't give it to you. That's right. But you were down in the pram at that time, or?
No, it was about
You'll have us
That's not on at all, Jimmy. Never mind that.
Oh, it's on.
He doesn't
Oh, it's on.
Tell me, you went down. When did you go down, Jimmy? That morning too. Did you go down with
That morning,
Sissy
yeah.
and Jimmy?
Aye, that's right. One in the one car. That's
Convoy, aye.
That's right.
And you came back that night too.
We did, didn't we?
We did, yes.
That's right.
And what about that night in the bridge? Were you in Tommy's or Danny's or?
No, we come back the next day.
We stopped with a man by the name of Brendan Green, was it?
That's right.
He was married to some of them.
Maureen MacDonald.
MacDonald and Troy.
Is that right? Yes.
He's dead since.
He's dead since.
That's right. Yeah. Aidan's first mass was in Kilkenny.
That's
right.
The second mass was in Butlersbridge.
Well, we
Second
were
mass
at his
there.
first mass in Kilkenny.
That's right. That's the morning you wanted the.
That's right.
You'd have to get some of that stuff that was going free.
And you came up then here. What happened in the bridge that night? Did you remember?
I
can't remember
what happened in the bridge.
No,
the next night.
I remember Vincey Barkley making the presentation and Paddy McGowan and in the hall here there was a mead.
I remember it all right, but just vaguely, but I can't remember now what happened, you know.
No, I
can't remember what happened.
All the women got short taking one down. I remember that.
Remember that? Yeah. Is that right? There must have been a few pubs open on the way down. Right on Thursday.
No, ditches.
Is that right? Okay. In the bridge. They were telling us about the row between the lavies there
Oh, aye, that's...
Tommy Brown was telling us, yeah. They stopped fighting to say the Angelus. Imagine that. They had the priorities.
Yeah. Got it.
Mrs. Murphy,
yes,
how are you doing? Good to see you.
Very good.
Tell us about...
Very happy to be here tonight.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And you were on the go 25 years ago too.
Oh God, and a lot longer.
I know you were, but going down to Kilkenny and that.
Oh yes, indeed. We had a great day. Left very early in the morning.
Did you? Yeah.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
And had tea on the way.
Right.
Jimmy Green and Eileen was with us.
Yes.
Also my
Eileen.
mother,
Yes, right.
Lord of Mercy, and an aunt of Aidan's.
Is that right? Yeah. And where was Bridgie?
Bridgie had gone the day before.
Is that right? Yeah.
With Lizzie and Eileen and Jimmy.
Is that right? Yeah.
No, Eileen didn't go the day before. Oh, I'm making a fool of it.
No, you're not making a fool.
No, Bridgie was home from America, and her and Lizzie and I don't know what other few of them went the day before. And we had mass in. He was ordained in. What do we call it? The cathedral there.
Yes.
And first mass was next morning in St. John's Chapel, I think they called it. I have pictures of it at home now. And we had a lovely meal afterwards.
Yes.
And
in the college?
In a hotel. In a hotel.
Right.
We had to go to a hotel.
Right.
Yeah, just like a wedding.
I see. That's right.
Both days in the one hotel. And we stayed in that hotel then that night.
Did you? Good.
Yeah.
Good. You weren't able to drive home?
First weekend we were away
from from your honeymoon.
From my honeymoon.
Is that right? Oh, where'd you go on the honeymoon? Just let me in the secret.
We toured Ireland.
You toured Ireland?
Yes, yes.
That was posh at that time.
At that time, yes, it was. A few days.
A few days.
Days.
That's good.
Thank you, very good.
You've come the whole way from Florida?
From Portridge, I came with 8 years.
Did I see your name in the brochure that was brought out for the
liturgy in
That's
Portridge?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, you were there.
We worked on the committee.
Did you? What do you think of the liturgy in Butlersbridge?
Magnificent. The music was just out of this world.
Yeah.
Very, very. It impressed me. It's one of the things that impressed me. So very
good.
deeply. Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
And you know Father Foynes. You work with Father Foynes?
I've worked with Aidan for 8 years.
8 years.
Chaplain. I work as a hospital chaplain in Portridge.
Right.
As well as being my boss, he's a very good friend.
He's a good
very
friend,
dear friend.
That's the good kind of a boss to have. Bern?
Yes, very much so.
And Agatha, here's the wife of the chairman of the organising committee. Agatha.
Yes.
You're glad it's all over, are you?
I'm delighted it's all over, yes. It was very hard work while it lasted, but there's plenty of us doing it, yeah. It was worth it.
You did it 25 years ago, so doing it again tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're happy the way everything went well?
Oh, I'm happy. Everybody was satisfied.
Everybody's.
Yes.
They're not hungry. They might be thirsty still about the bridge.
They're not hungry. They might be thirsty. Please God.
Please God.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Wait a minute. Well, ladies, how are you doing? What are your thoughts now, Mary? Please don't show any leg to our American viewers, please.
There's nothing wrong with my leg.
Oh, I know, but is there? What's wrong with the leg, Chrissy?
Doing a 3-legged race.
I saw you yesterday at that. Fern, that's right. Fern, are you glad it's all over? Are you?
Yes.
It's good to be able to do it.
Yes.
Fern? Oh, it's good to be able to.
Yeah.
It was a memorable weekend, wasn't it? Fern?
Well, as long as everything went off okay, we're
Fair
happy.
play to you, yeah. It's good.
But it was lovely.
Pardon?
It was lovely.
Oh, it's great, yeah. It's great. The weather has been. Chrissy, you're not talking to me at all.
I am.
How are you talking?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell me?
How much we enjoyed doing it.
That's good.
Yeah. Everybody worked well, didn't they, Mary? Very well.
Brought a good spirit about the place, didn't it?
Yeah, for a change. We'll have to do it more often.
Pardon?
We'll have to do it more often. You'll have to do something to give us a reason
25
to
years,
do something like that.
Yeah, and I grew up
Your
bald.
25th birthday, Ray.
My
Your
25th birthday. Sounds like my 25th child or something like that.
Maura had something to say about that.
How many years are you in the bridge now, Mary? Tell me about that.
18 years.
18 years. There's only 7 more to go for you. Is that right?
We'll big celebration.
I think we'll let these ladies relax for the rest of the night. Okay.
Fine.
Oh, Mary. How are you doing? The black forest suits you, doesn't it? Pardon? Come.
Black forest just
Has Mary a beautiful colour? She has. Of course she has. We don't. Noel, how are you doing? Did you go to school with Aidan?
Yes.
In the last year, was it?
In Coolbeog, yes.
With Master Keaveney.
Master Keaveney. We followed up with Master Keaveney
Right,
when Mr. Ruddy retired.
And what did you do? You fished with Aidan?
Oh,
and
swam
in Anna Lake. How did you get in past Kelly in Anna?
Oh, no problem.
No problem getting.
I think the Keaveneys and the Bartleys and somebody else used to buy tickets, and everybody
season ticket.
Everyone else went in on the season ticket.
I see.
And Aidan was as big a deal, I suppose, as any of the rest of us.
That's right.
Yeah, he was up to all the tricks of the day and all that. Raiding orchards and.
Tell us about the hen's nest.
Oh, I raiding hen's nest. He was a deadly shot too with the hens, with the eggs.
But you put the hen up the nest and you picked her egg, and what did you do with the egg?
Oh, used them for cock shots. Anyone going up and down the street.
The street?
Yeah.
Holy God. That was vandalism 1950 style.
Yes, no problem. It was a deadly shot too.
Was it? Good shot.
Yeah, Mrs. Shorten's house was the
target.
Was the target. Her door.
Her door.
Was used as when the object was passing the door, the eggs let fly.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then they'd be let drip down over the front door.
It's a good job the priest in Kilkenny didn't hear about that type of vandalism. He may not be with us today. We may not be here.
The bishop didn't hear about it either.
That's right.
He didn't tell the bishop that one.
That's right. And yes, organising committee for Aidan when he came back here.
That's right.
Chairman of it.
Yes, and to give him vestments.
That's right.
As a present. And when Father Aidan was coming home for his 25th,
yes,
Father Kelly was at 8:30 Mass one morning, and he's, the people at the bridge would have to think about Father Aidan coming home.
That's right.
So I went into the house for a cup of tea after 8:30 Mass with Daddy, and he was sitting there, not in the best humour. He said, "Who the hell does Father Kelly think he is?" He says, "He says we've already thought about it."
That's
he says.
Right, one step ahead. Well, that's one of the sad things that your fathers are here, my fathers are here, or both our mothers aren't here. And two sisters, Bridgie and Kathleen, and Eileen, God rest them too.
Yes, since Father Aidan. There were a lot of changes in the bridge.
They're all on the other side.
There were a lot of changes in the bridge since Father Aidan was ordained.
But I remember your father was there, and do you remember the photograph in the celt?
Yeah.
Have you got that photograph?
Yeah, we have that photograph.
Right. Who's in it?
Mel Keaveney, Ken Brown, Paddy McGowan, Jerry Farrell, yeah.
That's right.
I don't know who else.
It was in the hall here, wasn't it?
Yeah, the presentation was here in the hall, yeah. And Vincy actually has the photograph, and he's going to have it prints taken out.
That's nice.
Off the ordination, yeah. Just picked it up in the cell there.
Your Vincy was down at the ordination.
He was indeed.
That's right.
I think it was.
You were chasing women or something at the time.
Probably. They were chasing them too at the ordination.
So I believe. So I believe.
And locking fellas in rooms and whatnot.
That's right.
I believe it was a wild weekend.
Okay, Noel. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My someone finished business,
I'm going to get my fee.
You're going to get
Mary, come over here.
Here, Mary.
Mary Bartley. I don't speak about the Bartleys in any other name except Bartleys.
Bartleys.
No matter who they marry.
That's a term
Mary,
of
what are you
affection,
hanging around? Look at her hanging on behind us.
That's right. What are your thoughts on
Marvellous day. Well, at the close of the day.
The old spirit of the bridge.
Talking to various people there. Yeah, I feel older than I did actually.
Makes you feel older.
I met Brother Michael.
Brother Clemens.
Brother Clement, yeah, he was Michael Brady, yeah.
He was at the ordination.
That's right.
And he was out in Florida.
And he reckons that we haven't met since the ordination.
Is that right?
That's right. And I was watching him and I thought he was a priest and I couldn't put a name on him. He was a great man too, Michael, lovely fella. They were in Coolbeog together, Michael and Aidan.
Right. Did you go to Coolbeog? Oh, you were in Kinnerleck?
Yeah, we went to
Kinnerleck.
Ken Brown and Aidan and the Farrells, they went to Coolbeog.
Right.
And then even people beside Coolbeog came down to Killalake. Yeah, the Sheridans came to Killalake.
And that's when Master Keaveney was there.
Sheridan, that's right.
And then when Master Keaveney went back up to
I went up because it was just finishing, so I went up to Coolbeog with Master Keaveney at that stage. There was a few of us at that stage were finishing off.
For the finishing?
That's right. Miss O'Dowd took over. She taught us in Killalake in the earlier years.
What are you going to do for 25? What can we celebrate?
I don't know. I suppose we'll be 50 years' time. We'll be all. We'll either be up there, Raymond, or we'll be.
We're likely to be down below.
We won't. Vincy says I won't be combing my hair in 25 years. Not doing great yourself, Bartley.
Pull the eyebrows back.
I'll tell you what Vincey was at the ordination if he doesn't stop.
That's right.
Yeah, the nurse out of Piedmont.
The nurse out of
Oh, yeah. And Martin Gaffney was the fourth. I forgot Martin was the fourth, yeah.
The fourth musketeer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hiya, Geraldine. The Bartleys are very shy. Can I put the thing on the Bartleys here?
Yeah, we'll go over and
see what they're at.
Come here. Yeah, get the four of them there together.
Four Bartleys.
Come on, Vincey.
Jimmy, how are you?
Up there.
Speaking to Tony there recently I was. The younger brother here. He's for the hammer.
Yes. Smile nice.
Oh, gee, I remember him as a child.
As a child?
I would have done the most.
What was he like as a child?
Well, he was nice.
Like any other child?
He good. Quiet, decent fella.
A quiet, decent fella. And he still is?
Huh?
He still is?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Great man.
I remember them all.
You remember them all?
It was right. I remember 2 generations in his house at the noon.
2 generations? Who do you remember? You remember his father and John?
I remember the Littles living there.
Who?
The Littles. Paddy Littles.
Aye, that's right.
Mother lived there.
Oh, there. That's right. Okay, John. Have a good night.
Yeah,
good to see you. Thanks. Are you going to give me a kiss on you, huh?
Okay.
How are you doing? Tell us about it. You were sacristan in the church.
For many years.
For many, but when Aidan's first mass.
Yeah.
Tell us about the preparations you did at that time.
It wasn't nothing like tonight now.
Nothing like tonight.
But we had a nice mass.
How many priests were there?
Oh, I wouldn't remember.
Pardon? You
I
don't
wouldn't remember, no, but it was nice.
That's right. And it was a big crowd?
Big crowd, and everything went off very nice.
That's
It was
right.
the same as tonight.
That's right.
It was a wonderful success, wasn't it?
Wasn't it tonight? Gary, do you remember it all? Did you come up to the bridge that night?
Yeah, of course.
25 years ago, you did?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
What?
I did.
You did?
I did.
And what did you do?
God, I hardly remember.
You don't remember? Was there a hoolie in the hall here, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's right.
You remember shaking a leg that night?
Oh, yeah.
You
You can fit that.
What? Oh, that's not on. Never mind him. How are you, Sean? You remember it all too, what?
No, I never.
You weren't hurt? What?
I don't remember.
You don't remember it at all?
I don't.
You don't? You don't remember the Mass? I don't remember it actually either myself. Pardon?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Do you remember it? Do you remember that 25 years ago?
I do.
You do? You have a good memory, what?
I
remember that. We'll let you get on with the dancing, right? Okay.
Very good.
And Tommy, how are you?
Very well.
You were in the middle of all this 25 years ago.
I was, sure was. I was here at...
You were here in the hall?
Yeah.
And tell us what was on that night.
Oh, Father Aidan got a presentation that night.
That's right.
His ordination.
Aye.
And your mother
That's
was
right.
one of the ones that...
That's right.
And Mrs. Barkley, Lord of Mercy and them all.
That's right.
The most of them all are dead now that did that, you know.
And there was a meal and there was a dance and
There was a big dance and a big crowd here.
A big crowd?
Yeah, there was a meal. And the table was set across the hall this way.
There's a table here, just up there.
At the centre here, at
Yeah.
the centre of the hall.
Right.
And the clergy, the priests and Father Aidan and they made the presentation here in the hall.
Good, great.
Yeah.
And old Vincey.
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
was one of the ones that he made the
chairman.
presentation.
That's
yeah.
right. You remember that?
I do remember it well. I was here.
That's good.
And your mother and they all did the
catering.
entertaining, and they had an evening for the kids after it was over. Remember that? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Oh, you wouldn't remember it. No,
I
you
was
wouldn't.
in short trousers at the time. I'm just over 25. You know that?
Oh, I do.
Right?
Are you over 25?
Just about.
Yeah, well, yeah, you were very young then. No, the kids then had an evening and the evening before. The evening, what was left over.
The
Aye, they had a great time. It was a very good weekend, that.
Okay, Lizzie, good to
Right,
see you.
fella.
Bye-bye. Good night, Tommy. You'll be on the floor soon. Right? Okay. Turned it well, boys.
What did this all night?
Do you remember 25? Lizzie's after saying there was a night here for the young ones. That'd be you and I.
When?
She says after the celebrations in the hall there was a night. Do you remember that? For the young
Father
people.
Aidan, who did?
Aye.
Just about.
Just about,
yeah. I'm not that old.
No. Well, I was telling that myself. We're just over 25 ourselves.
Just over 25, Raymond.
Okay, for me.
Right, Raymond, good to see you.
Going well.
Baron, it's going great, isn't it? How are you?
Well,
Miss McGann. Baron. And Mrs. McKenna, how are you? Good to see you. Baron, if I had that fuzzy head of hair, wouldn't I look well, wouldn't I? Baron, wouldn't I look well?
I'm not saying anything.
That's it.
She's saying plenty.
You were here 25 years ago, Baron. Were you here 25 years ago, Mrs. McKenna? You were?
I was.
You were here. You were here with the sleeves rolled up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How were you, Phil? Was there?
Well, I was here.
You were on the floor for the ladies' choice, I suppose.
Yes,
Yeah, she wouldn't take you out.
Yes,
Somebody had to take you out.
That's right.
That's right.
Raymond, aye.
Well, you're not as talkative as you normally are, Mr. McGarr. Well, neither are you.
You see, I know.
Sorry?
She says, watch the boy.
What? This isn't working. No, this is only just to get you talking. It's not working really at all. That's right.
I wouldn't say it is.
You wouldn't say it is, no.
Knowing you.
Do you know who might see this? Anne might see this in America, Miss Bell. She probably will see it, yeah.
Say hello to her.
That's right.
Hello, Anne.
Hello,
Are you
Anne.
all right?
That's right.
And Jim.
That's right.
Brian. And Seamus. And Brian, Seamus. Who's the third?
She'll be out to see you soon, Anne and Jim, anyhow.
I won't.
But she's looking for a man here tonight. We better keep her down. Poor old Alfie. God knows where he is.
I don't know where he is.
Is Alfie missing? Yeah. On the wanted list.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll be expecting the last dance. Raymond. That's right. How are you doing? Cormac's the baldy fella, so he is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. How are you?
Grand.
You had a hard night's work over, you know. You have a hard night's work.
Yes. It was very enjoyable.
It was good, wasn't it?
Really
Do you remember Father Aidan growing up?
Yes.
You used to go with him, Mary?
In the same class.
In the same class?
Yeah.
And the two you do well?
I don't know.
This was in Kinnileck or Coolbeoch?
Coolbeoch,
yeah.
with Master Ruddy.
And who else was in that class, Mary?
Brother Clement Brady.
That's right, yeah.
And Con Smith,
yes.
Ken Brown.
Right.
I think Brendan Farrell. No, Brendan might have been a class higher.
Terry, maybe? Smith. Is Terry there?
Terry was there on
right,
that time too. He was.
And, do you have happy memories of school? Did you play tig with him? Was he a man for chasing women, was he?
No, he wasn't. He was very quiet.
Is that right?
He's a gentleman.
Pardon? A gentleman? Ah, gentlemen chase women too, so do, Mary, so do.
You're
good to see you, Mary.
And you too.
Margaret, do you remember Aidan?
I do indeed. Yeah, I do.
What do you remember?
Well, growing up and the football side of it as well. Yes. But he went to Coolbeoch. We went to Kinnileck School. Yes.
And you were around the one age group. You grew up around the bridge at the time.
Well, I was that bit older than
What games the boys and girls played then?
Rounders or it was something like rounders.
Step dance, ginger.
Ah, yes.
More sophisticated interest these days, so they have.
I remember Aidan. I do playing football against Belturba.
Against Belturba?
Oh, he was some star. He was some footballer. Him and Ken Brown and Patsy Lee.
That's right.
Michael Riley and shouting Ken now.
That's right.
And a lad from Dublin named Mick Lynch and all that.
I remember Mick, yes, that's right.
They were good times. Good football then. Right, Raymond, thanks very much. Right, thanks, Seamus.
Brown, Belturba.
Belturba,
right.
yeah.
And you know Aidan for many years, do you, Paul?
I know him since the time he was ordained.
I see.
1961, I think, wasn't it?
That's right. 25
I
years
was home from Africa that year, and I came up and met him here.
Did you mean it? And you're friends ever since?
We've been friends ever since. Well, he has relatives in Belturba.
That's right.
And I knew them before, of course, too.
Did you go to, you were never in Florida with him?
No. I was in Africa for 34 years, and then I went to America, California, and then it was New Zealand. So I've just come back from New Zealand last week. But I knew the family then for a long time, really.
So you're a family friend and a personal friend of Aidan's.
That's right.
So it's good to see you, Father.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
From Newport Richie. How are you doing? I've forgotten your name.
Madeline Yee Bowley.
Yes. Well, how does Butlersbridge compare to Newport Richie?
Very good. Oh, very good. Very nice. Well, I used to live in Belturba.
Did you? That's nice.
Yeah, so I know water since I was down.
Keep them flowing. Good to see you.
We had a wonderful time. Everything was just wonderful.
That's
In the hope or start with a sorrowful squall, but I knew I was born in Ballyjamestown, and that's why I smiled at them all. In tones that are tender and tones that are gruff, still whispers come over the sea. Come back, Paddy Riley, to Ballyjamestown. Come home, Paddy Riley, to me.
Go. And now, Aidan, near 12 o'clock, your thoughts at this hour? There's lots of life each side of us, and cons here and in the hall.
In the hall over there, there's music and there's dancing and there's celebration all over the whole place. It's like the old times, all right. And it has been just a marvellous celebration. I'm grateful to everybody in the whole organisation that brought it all together. And like I say, from yesterday over in the hall field there, the way it used to be, to the crowds here now and the singing and dancing.